Right. No, but this is worrisome that the kind of roots which RSS has struck in states like Kerala. I'm sure it's going to be much bigger in other North Indian states. If this is so rampant in Kerala, then think about other states. But what does it really go to show? And I'm interviewing you on a day when we've seen a constant flow of hatred, whether it's elections or whether it's holy time. Tomorrow is holy, and look at the way in which Yogi Adityanath and several other BJP leaders have been spewing venom against the minorities. And obviously, Bapu never endorsed this kind of a politics. And if BJP leaders are resorting to this kind of tactics, and for that matter, even RSS, what does it really go to show? And how disappointing is it for a person like you, Tushar?
I am not disappointed by the attitude or the behavior of the RSS and BJP. Snakes and scorpions are by nature uh, their their method of defense is to sting or bite and inflict poison in their victims. What I am really worried about is the acceptance of hate in our normal civil society. We used to always console ourselves saying this is the lunatic fringe and nothing to feel threatened. But now we have been pushed into the fringes of our society, and hate has become the new normal kind of thing. And that is what worries me most, how to devenimize our society. Hate has now, Neelu, reached our homes. It divides families. You can't have healthy, free conversations in our homes itself. The kind of hate-filled responses that we get from our families is very worrying, and it can only lead to our destruction. So I'm not intimidated. I'm not worried about the functioning of the BJP and the RSS. They can be defeated, but the damage to our society is alarming, and how we will retrieve our society from that kind of a vicious people to being our normal selves again is what we should all be sitting and worrying about and strategizing for.
But Tushar, I mean, it's quite worrisome. But the point is that, if there is hate flowing in such a manner in the society, then the questions are that what are the politicians doing? Another question is that what are the law enforcers doing? And when I talk about law enforcement, you have circle officers like Mr. Anuj Chaudhary in Uttar Pradesh, who are talking about the fact that there are 52 weeks in a year, and Ramzan happens throughout the year, but Holi comes once a year. And and it's quite worrisome. Then you have a minister in the Yogi Adityanath government who says that please, the Muslims should cover their faces with tarpaulins. And this is the kind of comments which we have seen. Then you have MLAs like Ketki Singh saying that, okay, Muslims should have a separate ward inside medical colleges. Now, these comments obviously are a premeditated thought process, well designed to, provoke the society in a way. Do you think that there is an exit window at all from these kind of feelings which are coming out, and the kind of hate which is being fanned across?
Nilu, I believe that these people who are now showing their true colors are just in self-preservation mode. They are so enslaved to the politicians and the ruling clique that they change colors according to who comes into power. So if we have to make our law enforcement truly secular and non-partial, the crying need is to remove them from this enslavement by politicians and and especially the government of the day, because I have seen changing attitudes with changing governments, and it doesn't take them time to like a chameleon to do that. So unless they are liberated from their enslavement, Because if you just look at the police, then every aspect of their career is at the mercy of local politicians and the government of the state. And as long as that happens, they will only work as slaves of the government and do their dirty work and don colors to please their political masters. So this enslavement has to be, in some way, we have to fight a battle to liberate our police, our judiciary, and our bureaucracy. Yogi can be dealt with. He has a shelf life, and after that he's going to be finished. But this subservient system needs to be changed, and we have to fight a long battle against how it has been completely infiltrated and corrupted. See, when
So
I
Tushar,
call RSS a venom, because it spreads to every arm of our democracy and fatally infects it and makes it poisonous too. That is where the true danger is.
okay, so Tushar, do you regret that what you said about RSS, that it's almost spreading like a cancer? Supposing if you are asked to say sorry, uh, or do you regret? Would you express any apology if no matter what kind of pressure is put on you?
Not at all. Never. That would be a betrayal of the ideals I believe in, and it would be a betrayal of the uh, nation I love. Never. Never. Nothing can persuade me to express even remorse for what I said. I said what is the truth, and I said what needs to be said. And I will keep repeating that. I'm not going to stop.
Right. But Tushar, what if Bapu was alive and had he seen all this, the way the politics is happening under the tenure of Prime Minister Modi and what RSS is doing, what could have been his reaction?
Nilu, Bapu would have realized Modi's designs whilst he was still in Gujarat, and he would have also realized the game plan of the RSS much before they demolished the Babri Masjid and came into the mainstream of society, and he would have started working to mitigate the situation and to defeat these forces much much earlier. Unfortunately, us who claim to have inherited his legacy have waited for too long to counter these people, the forces of hate and forces of division. So Bapu would have worked to ensure that we didn't reach this stage at all.
Right. But do you have any hope? Supposing we do not know how long the BJP is going to continue, how long the RSS is going to continue in power, but do you feel at all that RSS and BJP can improve themselves, or is it like expecting a tiger or a leopard to turn completely herbivorous? I mean, is it too much of an expectation?
Yeah, I think it's too unnatural. This beast, and I'm not saying it in the literal sense, but this beast has to be slain. And by that I mean the thought, not the individuals.
Right. But how do you feel when Prime Minister Modi goes to various countries and then he garlands the statue of Mahatma Gandhi? Then he actually minces no words. Like he in expressing his love for Bapu, in talking highly about Mahatma Gandhi, but then he would never admonish or punish people who are eulogizing Nathuram Godse. Yes, Tushar,
Lost.
can you hear me?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I lost you. Something is strange is happening. I keep getting a notification saying you're calling, and at that time I lose you. So I don't know what's happening, why that is happening.
Acha, no, my question to you was that Prime Minister
Yeah.
travels abroad and then he loses no opportunity to garland the statue of Mahatma Gandhi. But then when it comes to taking stern action against the people who are vandalizing the statue of Mahatma Gandhi or who are eulogizing Nathuram Godse, he doesn't say much. I mean, he is not seen to be taking a tough action against those people. So, what would you say to that?
His true belief, his true ideology is revealed when he's back home. What he does abroad is just a sham, just like all these other PR shams. The worship, the pretense of worshipping Bapu and making slow statements eulogizing Bapu are just complete eyewash for the world. How he behaves in India shows his true colors, and that is why he has never, even when he claimed that he was mortally wounded by what his the abuse by his colleague of Bapu, that colleague is still treated as the superstar of the BJP. I think he's a master of deceit, and this is one of the methods of deceit.
Right. But you still in Kerala, right? If I'm not mistaken, Tushar?
2 more days, yes.
4 days. And uh, I hope there's nothing untoward happening again. But since you are on a trip to Kerala, what are you worried about? I mean, are you scared of anything? Because the RSS guys and the BJP people have confronted you. What worse could they do? I mean, are you not worried that they could do something to you?
No, I'm not worried. If at all something has to happen to me, nothing can stop it. I'm not worried. They can do their worst. I will continue to do what I believe in, and I will continue to do it as stridently as I have always done. They can do their worst.
But have you ever not tried to write to Prime Minister Modi or speak to him about what is ailing in the society and how he can take corrective steps? Have you ever made that kind of an effort to directly touch base with Prime Minister Modi on this?
Well, I have been so vocally critical of on this issue. If he really cared, he would have at least contacted me and said, "Hey, come on, why do you have such a bad opinion of me and of my organization? Let's sit down and talk." That hasn't happened. Why would I bother to write to him? My statements are always public. If they feel hurtful, then they should get back to me and ask me. They said, "Why don't you come and talk to me?" And I'm always willing to go and talk to people.
Right. And you still maintain your stand, what you said about RSS, that it's spreading like a cancer in the society.
It's becoming terminal, Neelu, and we need to be worried about that.
Right. But what is the worst you imagine can happen as far as RSS is?
The worst that can happen is we lose the India for which Bhagat Singh and Bapu gave up their lives, for which Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose sacrificed his life, for which all the freedom fighters sacrificed the most productive years of their lives. And if we lose that, then that will be the greatest crime against India.
But are you hopeful that Prime Minister Modi could ever tackle this kind of an issue as far as this ideology is concerned? Do you ever see him uh, at all mitigating himself on this particular issue?
He is the star player of the RSS strategy. Why? How can we even expect him to go against the organization that is bigger than even his biological parents for him? That is a very unnatural and expectation to have from him. He doesn't
Right,
know anything else. He doesn't know anything else except hate, division, and bullying.
right. Well, it was very unfortunate what happened, and I'll just wish you be safe and take care because you're still traveling. Thank you so much, Tushar, for joining on HW. Thank you.
Thank you, Neelu. Thank you.
Thank you.